Hi, my name is Lily and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing a really quick little charity shop book haul. So I've been getting more into going to my charity shops lately because I've been finding some really great books, and I thought I would show you the books that I've hauled recently from two different charity shopping sprees. They're not really sprees, I only bought a handful of books in one and one in the other, but still, it was really fun and I thought I'd show you because I found some really great books and some really special finds that I want to show you. So the first one is going to be the big haul, and there's actually two more books on this haul list that aren't going to be in the video because one has already been unhauled because I didn't like it, and the other one is kind of buried in my TBR stack already and I don't want to get it out. But I got one manga that I really didn't like. I DNF'd it, so that one's already been unhauled and taken to a different charity shop. And then the other one I got is the first volume of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures in hardback because I've heard some mixed things about it and it's kind of a cult classic, and I thought I saw it, might as well give it a go because it was pretty cheap. So that was the first one that I have hauled and still got, and I just can't show it to you, but here's the cover over here if you're interested. The next one was one that I was actually quite surprised to find and really happy about, and that is You by Caroline Kepner. So this is now a Netflix show. These are the characters in the Netflix show, and I've seen the Netflix show and I really loved it. This is the main character and he is a stalker. He's kind of obsessed with this woman and he basically starts to stalk her, and it becomes very sinister, but it's all told from his perspective, so in many ways you start to root for him and like him even though you really shouldn't. And the book is meant to be very similar in that way, that it follows his perspective and it kind of accidentally makes you root for the villain, and that's really interesting. So it's set in a bookshop as well. I'm really excited to read this one. I think it's going to be great, and there's now a sequel because the show's done really well, so I'm looking forward to reading that as well if this one is good. The next two were ones that I'm again really happy to find because they've been on my wish list for so long, and that is the first two books in the Legend trilogy by Marie Lu. And yes, I know these covers don't match and I don't care. Legend is the first book and Prodigy is the second book. I haven't read the series at all, but I really loved Warcross and Wildcard by Marie Lu, so I'm really excited to read this series because I loved her writing. So I think it's going to be a great adventure. I know this is kind of a YA dystopia classic, so I think a lot of people have heard of these books, a lot of people have read these books many years ago, so I'm quite late to the game, which is probably why I found them in a charity shop. But yeah, I'm really excited, and like I said, I really don't care the covers don't match because rainbow bookshelves, it doesn't matter, and honestly I don't really like either of the covers so it doesn't really matter to me which covers I get for these books. So yeah, and I don't really know much about these. I just know there's like someone's on the run, it says, and her brother gets murdered, so she has to avenge his death. So sounds interesting, sounds very YA, so yeah, excited to read these. Now the next two are books that I am really excited about. I'm very proud of my finds. I'm going to show you the less exciting one first and then the most exciting one at the end. So the slightly less exciting one for me is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern in hardback. So the reason this is less exciting for me is because I'm not actually sure I'm going to like this book. People have been talking about it a lot, and I really didn't like The Night Circus. I found it really boring, and apparently if you didn't like The Night Circus, it's unlikely you're going to like this one. But because there's been so much hype, I do really want to give it a go. The only problem is I think this cover is ugly as hell, and again, I don't think I'm going to like it because, you know, hardbacks are expensive. But then I found this one in the charity shop and it was only £3.99, so I thought at £4 I will definitely give this book a go. So yeah, it was slightly less exciting for me personally because I don't think I'm going to like it, but it was exciting nonetheless because I found this in hardback really cheap, and I am really excited to give it a go because I think I need to give her another shot, and this one is apparently quite different to The Night Circus, so maybe I will like it more. And the final book on this really quick little haul video is the one that I was so excited about. Paid a little bit more than like the regular charity shop price, but I think that's totally fair because this I think is quite a rare find. I found a special edition of The To Kill a Mockingbird in hardback with this beautiful original cover and deckled edges. Just, oh, I love deckled edges. They're my favourite thing on a book and they're not very common. So as soon as I saw this cover, I was like, I need to pick this up and see how much it is. And I picked it up, and as I was turning it to open it, I saw the deckled edges and I was like, yes. yes, I'm buying this book, because this is my absolute favourite cover for To Kill a Mockingbird. I believe this is the original cover that they had, so this is not the original, that would be way too expensive. This is from the 90s reprint edition, but it is a special edition because it's got the decal edges. So this one cost me £7, and I think honestly that that's a good deal because it is such a special book, and this cover is one that I love so much, and when I saw it I was just like, I need this. So that was a really short little video, but I thought I'd just show you some of the great finds I found in my charity shops locally, and I hope this encourages you to go and check out charity shops as well, because you never know what you're going to find. I found a special edition of To Kill a Mockingbird, I found the hardback of the Starless Sea, and I found 3 books that have been on my wish list for months. So that is really great for me, and there were even more books I could have bought but I didn't because I'm on a restricted budget. So definitely go and check out your local charity shops. You never know what you're going to find, and you're going to get some great deals. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to see more content from me. If you want to leave me a comment to let me know you are here, leave me a little tree emoji in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.